Hello, everyone. This is Travis the Trader coming back to you live on Monday, July the 8th. Markets have just closed. In my prior video that I uploaded, I showed a strangle on 6E. Some of my subscribers, some of my viewers had asked me about how can one take advantage of what's been happening in France. France, as you know, just had an election, and it seems like now the left wing parties are on the verge of taking a majority of the seats. It's going back and forth. There seems to be chaos, rioting in Paris. So the question that always keeps coming back is how can we trade this? What's a good way to do that? So as I said, I put on a strangle in /6E. You can take a look at that. It was a prior video that I uploaded earlier today. But something else that had caught my eye is an ETF, which is called EWQ. EWQ. And this is the ETF for France. Some of its holdings consist of LVMH, Moet Hennessy, L'Oreal, Airbus, I think Total Energy was another company that consisted of the ETF. The reason why, and by the way, not to get ahead of myself, IV rank is very high, 66. Uh, Volume isn't that great, and I'll explain why. That this is something that I am not interested in pursuing. This isn't something that I would put a trade on. And the reason why it really goes to liquidity. If you just look at this screen, has the 11-day, 39-day, 74, 165. And these are all, as you know, monthly expirations. But what it doesn't have is it doesn't have weeklies. The more days or dates that the options provide, the option markets, provide, in this case the EWQ, the more liquidity is out there, the more buyers, the more sellers, the more activity there is. In this case, there really doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on. The other thing I wanted to mention, if we were to go 39 days out, and let's say for whatever reason we wanted to just sell a naked put, look at the bid ask. The bid ask it's a little bit light, as you can see. It's 20 cents to 40, 20 to 40, 20 cents on the bid, 40 to ask. It's pretty wide. Not something that really interests me. If you go to let's say the 38, it's even more wide. You have 35 cents on the bid if you're selling it, or 50 cents on the ask. Keep in mind, people still do these trades. As you can see, there is some volume here. There is some volume. People think that there must be something going on. From my perspective, if I can't get in a trade easily, chances of you getting out, not very likely. I'm saying you can get out, but you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it quite a bit in some cases. So keeping that in mind, this is why I did not look to put on a trade in EWQ, because really my underlying issue with it is that it doesn't really have the liquidity that I seek in order to make any kind of trade, whether it's a defined risk or an undefined risk trade. Again, its IV rank was great, but its liquidity is not something that I would touch. So to keep in mind, whenever I look for a trade, and it doesn't matter what the underlying is, number one, I'm looking for volatility. I'm looking for a high IV rank. And number two, I'm looking for liquidity. And again, for me, liquidity is wanting to see not just monthly expiration days, but also weekly as well. For those of you that did get some value, please subscribe to my channel. Please send me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing everyone in the next video.